Let me put my headphones in.
Yeah, how about let's do that, man. Let's do that. Let's get that done. Critical and Focus Podcast, episode 64th, not 63rd, man.
Not from 63rd. I didn't even want to be on last week's episode now that I'm thinking about it.
It didn't feel right.
It didn't feel right. I told the people we had a banger coming for him. It was a banger, but it wasn't a banger. Blake, you dancing to something, but that's not playing for us. Not you losing the music button again. Watching somebody dance along to something. There we go.
3D glasses and we at 2D.
Met her at the store. You know how it goes. She wanna smoke, so I bought some dope and took her to the OB in the car.
I can cut it off there actually. So because the music sounds terrible when it plays back anyway, so really don't need to play the whole song.
I always have a good time. I have a great time.
I do too. If I wasn't lazy, I would cut the song and just relay it over the track once we're doing the audio editing. So then it's like in its pure form where it doesn't get like edited down by whatever StreamYard does to our audio when it takes it in. Because I think that's what makes it sound bad. This is over this week. This is obnoxious as hell. It's storming outside, so she won't leave the porch. And that's the second time I've taken her out. She just stands there.
I see the video. She wants you like carry her and then stand over with her
I'm
umbrella,
not going
like
out there. There's shit flying around out there. I'm good.
She wants you to find. Wait, there's shit flying around outside. Like it's
not like debris, just like bugs. It's wet and it's humid and it's warm, and that's like perfect conditions. Like you've been to Pacific Science Center. That's like what all the bugs they got in the cages. That's exactly the conditions they got them in.
Bruh, Amara called me when she was in Georgia last week. And I hear like water in the background. I was like, "Are you like next to a river?" She's like, "No, that's bugs, just bugs like creaking and flying around and making." I was like, "Nah, the South is not for your boy."
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a thing that I just don't remember from the Pacific Northwest, but I think it's a thing like where like you just open the door to outside, and just outside just has a noise to it in general, like whether it be like birds chirping or cars driving by. But in the South, it's just constant. Like there's a bug noise too.
Yep,
that's annoying. Yep.
Yeah,
that's your boy.
I fucking hate bugs, dude. Bugs are so trash.
Yeah, no, they're bottom 5. They're important, very important, but
yeah, for sure.
One of them things I wish we never had to interact with.
Yeah, I was about to say they're important. I just wish they'd leave me the fuck alone. Like, be important on your own. Leave me alone.
Yeah, it's just they're so dumb that they don't know like how much danger they put themselves into when they interact with us. But they need to be here because like it's the food chain thing. So it's like they're the bottom of it. Something's eating them, so they can eat something else and pollinate some shit so we can live. Like, yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. All right, episode 64. What's cracking though, my fellas? How was your week?
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I had a good ass week. I took most of the week off. So I've been off since last Friday. I worked the 4th of July and I worked yesterday. Other than that, I've been off. I had a little barbecue last weekend.
Little shindig.
Hey, if people listen to this, you'll know the gift. We had a time last night. We had a good ass little barbecue, and then we ran it back the next day. And then the next day, it was I went on like a 3-day bender. I woke up on the 4th of July feeling like shit. Definitely made me think I'm right on the edge of my 30s, but it was a good week. My wife. Did you
see anybody like in your party that was like, like you give them the MVP? Like you seen them like they might have made some plays like multiple nights, like the playoff series MVP, not just one game, but like did anybody come multiple days and like?
I will say Jamal was the back-to-back terrorist champ. Like Jamal came both days and was like, "Who can I terrorize? Who can I make fun of?" Multiple of my coworkers were like, "Who is that guy?"
Jamal might be social Patrick Beverly.
Who's that black dude?
Oh my god! Yeah, he made one girl leave because she told somebody that me, Jamal, and my little brother were brothers, and he was like, "The fuck would you say some shit like that?" Because I'm a nigga with hair.
I didn't say that. She was like, "Oh, I love working with your brother." I was like, "Huh?" I'm like, what? I'm like, "Nah, that's the homie." She goes, "You guys aren't brothers." I just assumed because I'm like, "Nah, I'm black and I got hair, but we ain't brothers."
Nah. Jamal more look like Jakar Sampson. You look more like Marcus Stroud or some shit.
I agree. But no, I will say that there was people playing spin the bottle at the big age of like 30 in the backyard, which was
that's my favorite thing. I love that shit. Not my favorite, but it's up there.
Which was a move.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I'm giving Jamal the back-to-back champ because he came early, he came relatively early on Saturday, and then he pulled up promptly at noon with wings to go on the grill and video games. We ran that shit.
Well, I had to come late on Saturday because I didn't get off work till like 6 something.
You brought the Switch?
Hmm?
You brought the Switch? What did you bring?
We just played fucking what was it? Ninja Turtles. Brought some.
Oh,
Ninja
yeah.
Oh, y'all ran that? Okay.
Yeah.
It's six people in it. You put 6 controllers on your shit?
Yeah, you got 6 people.
Yeah.
You put 6 people local too?
Yeah, 6 people local, yeah.
That's hard. Do you know how unimaginable that shit was back in the day?
It's absurd. Absolutely
absurd. You needed a multi-tap.
Well, even then, so I didn't even consider the fact that PlayStation, if you didn't have an accessory, you locked to 2. I'm just thinking about you was locked to 4. Like, if you had more than 4, you had someone sitting out. Like, all right, whoever got last place, he's swapping out. I'm in.
Nah, yeah, that's true. That was last got to give it up. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If it's real bad, it's bottom 2.
You're out of here. But nah,
like Halo parties.
Yeah, it was a good little week.
Yeah, barbecue was straight. Tyrell was doing his thing on the grill.
Where are you? What you have going, man? What you have going on?
What I do? I did some ribs. I did some chicken. I did some wings. I did some burgers. Almost set the house on fire with the burgers. I did some hot links, some hot dogs. The burgers will catch you off guard. I turned my back on that grill for 45 seconds, and they were like, "That's just on fire."
What's your burgers? You get the ground beef and did it yourself, or like you bought like preformed ones, or?
Typically, I do ground beef and do it myself, but for this many people, I just did like the Costco like pack of burgers and threw them on.
What were they like 85-20, 80 or 85-20? It was 80-20?
It was 80-20. It was like
80-20. Like get your ass, boy, because when that fast starts getting off
there. Yeah. It got loud quick. But so we did a lot. We had I filled up, like my mom brought a fucking inflatable pool that we just filled up with ice and filled up with drinks and shit. So we had a bunch of liquor and beer and all kinds of sodas and all that shit, which I still got plenty of soda. If anybody wants to pull up, please come take some of these shits because I ain't gonna get through all of them.
You did have hella shit to drink in that pool.
Look at you, man. Hosting and toasting.
Hey, I do.
He's a good host, man.
I do my
thing. Jamal, what you been on, man? Besides mingling with the folks and pushing the lines.
Man,
every line.
Kind of chill, man. I was been tired, man. I know, like 2-3 days of just straight like drinking and kicking it. Like, bro, I need to rest, man. I was tired as hell. Because I think that was Saturday, then Sunday. Then we was off Monday. One of my boys had a barbecue on Monday. Because Monday was the actual 4th, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, we was drinking and just kicking it over there. And I was tired as hell on Tuesday. So I had to, Thursday was my day off. So I just got to lay down and just like rest and chill.
All right.
Recuperate, man. We 30 now, man. Can't be drinking and kicking it all night.
Me and you are 30. He's not.
I got a couple more months. Yeah. I will say on Tuesday, my first day off with my first day off with like not doing nothing or not hosting nothing. I think I got out of the bed at 9:00, came downstairs and got on the couch and slept again. It's like 2 p.m. I was like, dog, I'm not doing shit today. I don't give a fuck. What about you, Blake? How's your week been going?
Man, it's been straight. I'm trying to remember what the fuck's going on. I really hate it here.
Your dog bothering you?
Yes, man.
Go do your thing, man. Me and Tyrell.
No, this is my thing. We're late already. Man, okay. My week's been good, man. I picked up Elden Ring, so that's like its own thing because I've like whatever the algorithm decided want to show me a bunch of Elden Ring videos this week. So I've been watching, like, all right, okay, I can figure that out. I could do that. I could do this. So I played that a little bit yesterday. I've literally only played it one day, and I bought it like 3 days ago. Yeah, but that's been cool. Been on the 2K whenever I get my time. With the fellas, that's been fun. Then yeah, I mean, my single parenting streak ends tomorrow, so no more the pod getting interrupted by this. Hopefully, my better half will pop up and take out a young biscuit whenever the time comes. But yeah, we'll see.
Shout out to our reunion. We can't wait for it.
Exactly. You telling me.
The funniest thing about the group chat has been watching Blake get like increasingly horny as far as like the shit you bring up or the topics we talk about.
Hey,
Hey, you was making Angela Bassett sound like she was on a King magazine this morning. I was like, God, what? He looking at hands? What's going on?
Roll it back. I'm telling you, man. Look, just consider. You said she's 63. Let's roll it back. Let's say 20, 25 years. She's outside in the 90s in the prime of her life. Key Sweat telling him all kinds of nasty shit in her ear. She's out there with it.
And she was famous then, so I'm sure if we look, she's probably in one of the videos. Yeah.
What?
Oh,
what?
Yeah, sure. She was outside.
It's nasty if you're nasty.
Wasn't she in Stella Got Her Groove Back? Wasn't she Stella?
She was Stella.
She was Stella. She was at the swingers.
The young Jamaican man. Yeah, she was at Sandals getting in.
She had Tay Diggs wide the fuck open. My God.
Yeah.
You still look good too, man, for her age. She's still straight.
You shitting me?
How old is Mary J? I saw like some picture of Mary J on the beach the other day. I was like, God damn.
I feel like Mary J.
You gotta watch Power. You talking about Monet Tejada?
That's hilarious. But I know she got to be in her 50s at least, right?
Mary J. is 51.
51. Yeah, nah, she's 51. I'll dust that shit off.
She had two people ready to kill the world over her on Power.
Ready to kill her. They were ready to kill each other, kill all their kids, kill her if needed.
They'll kill themselves if she asked.
It was in.
But yeah, Angela Bassett, Angela Simmons, Angela Rye, don't matter. Shout out to all of them.
Angela Rye, 253 legend. Shout out to her.
I thought she was a 2-0 trigger.
Nah, we claiming her. Her grandpa's from Tacoma, so we claiming her.
How would you feel about like the 2-0 triggers who were like, I guess they'd have to be a little bit older than us, but they're like, it's like 253 didn't exist. Y'all used to be us, so anything y'all got is us.
What did you call it?
Fuck that.
2-0 trick.
I've never heard that before.
Oh, I've heard somebody say that before.
No, I've never heard that before. That's hella funny.
Oh, them really anti-Seattle people will let you know about it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even think about them. Nah, yeah. When did 253 become a thing? Was that like the 80s?
90s, I believe. I think it was 90s, yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
I think it was right before I moved to Tacoma, matter of fact. So like, probably like 94, maybe.
Okay. I'm about to say, yeah, 253. Like my grandparents' area code was 253 as long as I can remember. So anything before that don't matter. It don't matter.
Never happened.
Didn't see it. Never happened.
She's falling asleep, so maybe I got a little window here.
Thank God. What y'all boys want to start with this week?
I want to start. I want to actually double dates. All right, let's go. Let's go here first. Okay, both of y'all. Jamal, you a double date veteran? You a frequent double dater? How many double dates you feel like you've done in your life?
How many? That's a good question. Maybe maybe like a handful, not too many, I guess.
Handful. How about you, Tyrell?
Very regularly. As someone who's been married for a while, most of our like
long-term relationship before married too. So
yeah, our social outings is Amara's friends and their partner, my friends and their partner, or us doing stuff on our own. Not really like anything else. So very much so a double date veteran.
Okay, and myself, same way. It's like when I had to think about this because I thought about this question myself before I asked it to them. Was that like when we were in college, most of our friend group were friends, more so friends of Bree, but they fucked with me too because of my roommates and everything like that. But we would all go places together, and everybody was kind of like with somebody in the group. So if it wasn't a double date, it was a bigger than a double date, but it was still like couples going places together.
Exactly. If you weren't in a couple, you were like the outlier, low key.
Yeah, we didn't have many of those. We even had people switch within the group from like one person to another person, but they were still coupled up, and that shit would be crazy.
That's hilarious.
That shit would be crazy. Okay, but
people be plotting,
some things, yeah, and that's a whole other topic that we can go on another pod about. People be plotting when they was.
That's worse than the question you're about to ask for sure.
Okay, so I just need to ask like a general like type of rules of engagements on double dates, and I'm talking strictly one couple goes out with another couple on a strictly platonic thing between the two couples where it's like we're going to this restaurant together or we're going bowling together, we're going to the movies, dinner, whatever the hell it may be, because the reason that I bring this question up is the topic of what if your partner wants to split a dish with someone from the other couple? Where is your stance on that?
Is it like the dude or the woman, or it doesn't matter because we inclusive over here?
It's the dude.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm talking because all of us are in heterosexual relationships and all of us are heterosexual males, so it doesn't really matter that we're for everybody. I'm talking about what's going to get your inside ticker going.
Bro, I don't care. It's like if you see oh man, the 2-piece something fillet, but damn, I don't want 2 pieces. But if that's my homeboy shit, like, oh man, you get 1 piece, I get the other piece. All right, that's fine with me.
Hold on, okay. I'm gonna let Tyrell. I'm gonna let you go, but Jamal, I need to reiterate this to you. Fillets don't come in pieces, sir. Fillet is like it. You get a slice of meat, right? And then now he's slicing the meat up and plating it for your baby girl.
That's the way you just said that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
How she gonna get it? She gonna eat off his plate? You let us in?
add some extra spice, bro.
That's not extra spice. It's gotta be one or the
other. So if I want like the 2-piece catfish dinner.
I'm not talking about. I'm saying like y'all went to brunch and like if you ever been to Old Milwaukee on 6th, they give you one big ass pancake. You might not want that big ass pancake. Don't do that. That place is gas. It's so close. Now you got to slice the blueberry pancake in half and plate it for your queen, for your whiz.
Yeah, it's just cutting a pancake, bro. I don't think it's that serious.
Is it? He's like, is this good? Do you want? I mean, how much of the scramble is you good? Do you want some more scramble? You good? Do you get more enough sausage than that? I don't want a gypsy.
Hey, Ma, you need some more meat?
You want all that for you? I don't know, man. Could it be me? Maybe I'm weak. I know. Like, I'll split it.
No, I think I'm good, man. I'm fine with it.
Look at you, high composure.
You also know the person you're going with, so it's gonna be like one of your friends.
Okay, too, so. Hold on. Oh, actually, Tyrell, you answer this first part, then I got another stipulation to add.
So when you immediately sent this, my initial reaction was fuck no. But then I had to think back on how many double dates we've been on. And I will say, as me, who's like a picky eater, so I kind of eat like very similar things, and Amara eats a big range of things. I know we've been to a place where like her and Grace want to be like, Amara's asking me like, what are you getting? I'm like, I'm getting the fucking like biscuits and gravy or like whatever dish or the steak or something like that. And Amara's like, oh, I want this pasta with a bunch of shit. And then I'm like, I'm good. But she's like, I don't want to eat the whole thing. And Grayson's like, oh, I'll take some of this, but I'm also going to get this. So like, and you know, they bring you the extra plate. So you just like re-dish it up. I've never thought of it like that's why I said the way you asked it was crazy. Cause you're like, hey Ma, you need me to slice you some more meat off this plate, put it on yours, like what you need. Because I've never thought of it like that. When you frame it that way, that's crazy. But in my experience, it's really just been like, you're going to eat something that I don't want any of, but you're not going to eat all of. And the other person here is like, oh, yeah, I fuck with that. And I'm going to eat this. And I know you'll like it too. So let's split it. So I've never had a problem with it.
And in your real life example, I'm 100% fine with that too, just because like how far back yours and Grayson's relationship goes.
Yeah, for sure.
That like there's no weird shit there. He's been around probably just as long as Amira's been around, if not longer. Yeah. So it's like that's not strange.
But I see where you're going. Where if it's like if me and like my homeboy from work and his girl went out and it was like, hey Amira, you want some of my pasta? Like, what's up? Like that would be a little bit more like.
Okay. Let me give you the other or. So it's like both of y'all probably it's definitely not like me. Where your girl works in a heavily male dominated place, right? So naturally her coworkers and the people she might become friends with at work are more likely to be men than women. And then like, let's say that's you and like they want to split it with them.
That's different. That's for sure different. Like if we went on the double date and me and the girl in the double date are both like, oh, hey, I'm Tyrell. Nice to meet you. And my wife is like cool with the dude and her and the dude are like, I don't know if this is your work husband. And he's like, oh, hey, Amira, I know you really like crepes. Like I got this specific.
You ain't never said nothing about crepes about me ever.
Yeah, like, that's a whole different scenario. I've never been in that scenario, but if I'm in that scenario, I'm like, nah, she's actually allergic to wheat. She can't have that. You can go take that back.
Yeah, I thought she wasn't doing gluten right now.
And then he tells you, I've been bringing her wheat to work for 7 months. What do you mean? It's crazy. Nah, I think me and Amira, we've never been in a situation where Amira brought like a dude coworker around because she's mostly everywhere she works has primarily been with women. And I've brought female coworkers around, but it's been in like, hey, a group of my coworkers are coming over and there happens to be a girl in it. Never on the like, oh, me and my female coworker, we about to double date. I don't even know how I would like oppose that. But yeah, for you and Bree, where you like you guys live away from all your actual friends, so all your friends are me are like people from work, and it's dudes for her. Nah,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have the composure that we're talking about right now. Not at all.
That shit would be crazy.
Nah, I see how that can make it different.
And you know how dudes are. Like dudes can't ever just do no shit on like a normal basis. Like they have to add extra spice to it.
Like, oh, you see that? Like, so she don't want to split that with you?
I'm gonna order that salad we got last time we were here. Do you want to just split it with me? And you're gonna be like, what the fucking no.
She's like, so Blake, you don't like spicy stuff?
You just,
yeah. And then he orders the 4-star.
Like.
Yeah, he's ordering specifically stuff you don't like. Bree, I know you said you don't typically get to eat the capers when you come here. Do you want some of mine? Oh Lord. Hey, and this was you adding the extra like element on just like the people we know makes this a much better question. I would love to know if you're listening to this, please write in and let us know how you handle your male.
What's too much, man?
Your man or your ma bringing their homie to the date and see how that goes. Because we went on dates with like Amara's female friends that bring like a new boyfriend around, but it's never like the new boyfriend's not gonna be like, "Hey, Amara, you want to like split some shit with me?" Like that would be flagrant as fuck. So yeah,
that's kind of weird. Yeah, I feel like you don't normally like ask.
Y'all ever been in the spot where it's like it's your girl's like best girlfriend and like she brings the new dude around for the double date?
Regularly. I'm regularly in that spot.
What do you feel like your role is in that spot?
Being upset. I gotta hey, I be telling Mary all the time, like, dog, because I don't know how many of her friends listen to this. So I'm gonna tread lightly. I barely be liking your friends. So do I want to like hang out with the dude that she's bringing around? And this is the 4th dude, and I didn't like the previous 3. Like, dog, what the fuck? So I try to really be like me, but just be on a much chiller version until I see how the dude is. And more times than not, it's a white dude. So it's like we're already starting off on a bad foot, unfortunately.
Hey, bro.
There are like Amara does have some friends who have partners who like they've like been with for a while that I've been around, but usually the new dudes, it's been like 1 or 2 where it's like, oh hey, this is blank's new boyfriend. And it's like, oh okay, like I actually fuck with this dude and I like keep contact with them outside of the relationship. But 99.9% of the time it's like, dog, I'm not trying to be here, dude, because like I'm a showpiece at this point. Like, because you and your girl want to hang out, but she can't get away from her nigga. Because I'm fine staying home.
No, you're part of the vetting process.
I vet hard.
You might not realize it, but like, yeah, you're definitely a scout. Like
that might be true. That might be true. Her friends is fucking dumb and don't listen. So I don't know if that's anyway.
Because you're gonna say something to Amara and like it's gonna get back to her, even if it's not directly your words, but it's like. It's just what did you think? It's part of her impression.
That's fact.
Yeah, like if you say the dude is like weird as fuck, like that's definitely gonna get back to old girl.
Yeah, because like you might think he's weird as fuck, and Amira might think he's okay, but it's like your weird as fuck is gonna go into her okay, and however she delivers it, the friend's gonna know like that. That's like that rating was like a 4 out of 10. So yeah, I'm aware of that now.
Amara really only got one friend that's like a serial dater who I've had to like have be around multiple dudes of, and again, 99% of the time it's like, what is happening right now? Like, where did she find this nigga, and where did he find her?
Who is your man's?
Whose man's is this, and when can we go back home?
I could when we were in college, there was one friend that Bree had like where it was, I mean, she didn't bring new dudes around all the time, but there was definitely like, she had like one that she was with most of the time. And then like, she would try other dudes cause like they weren't that steady, but it's like the one, her main dude, like I did not like for the longest. And then like we, I forgot what we did. I think we might've went shooting together or something, but then like, we just ended up kicking it out at a party and like, just like getting drunk and like talking for a long time. I was like, okay, he's not bad. And then they broke it off like hard off and they were done. I was like, man, fuck. Like I was just starting to like this dude. Now, like she had her, like I'd say she has like 2 like best friends from college. One of them are married and they're awesome. Like we've had them come down here and stay with us. They're great. I'll use my friend on Steam, and like I don't get on my computer enough to like talk to him and play with him, but he's trying to get me to play RTS games and shit like that. And he was the dude that like did really well like with like the GameStop stocks and shit like that. And like he got up like to $500,000 off of that shit because the options. Yeah, and they ended up like buying like a townhome in like Jersey City, like New Jersey, off of that.
Okay, I think I do remember you telling me about that. God damn.
Yeah, did extremely well. Like very smart dude, but just extremely nice. Like they actually just sent like maybe last week they sent a box down here because they knew like I was here with just me and Brinley. And it had like a whiskey glass and like a book for Brinley, and it's like I know you guys probably could use any type of little pep up. So here you go. It's like, man, there's awesome people. And the other one, she's actually about to get married. She's pregnant though. But yeah, I definitely have been in a lot of scenarios though of like where it's like you're supposed to try to either bond with the dude or figure out the dude. And it's interesting.
Yeah. It's a weird spot to be in when your girl's like not playing like matchmaker with another dude, because like if you go like we have a friend who they recently got married, and Amara is very cool with the girl, and I'm cool with the dude now, but like the first couple times it's like, hey, we're going to this person's house, and like Amara immediately branches off. So it's like me and him just like sitting there like I'm in his house, and it's like,
oh my god,
so what do you like to do? Like, and now we're cool because like you have those convos, and it's helpful, I feel like, to be with the dude when he's not with his girl, low key, because then it's like I can see what you're not like when you're not with like trying to be on your best behavior. But it's like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Like just like making small talk while you're like having the fucking time of your life.
Yep.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, no, it's when you like you guys know you have like nothing fucking in common. Like at Central, it's like, dude, like everybody's into like doing like outdoorsy shit. Like, oh yeah, I know I go like fly fishing, and like me and my dad like shoot skeet pucks and like all this other shit. Nobody plays video games. Nobody listens to hip hop. Nobody like does any like watches basketball or barely watches football. Like fucking nothing to talk about. Okay, we've done enough on this. 25 minutes. Let's go next something else.
All right. Well, Jamal just disappeared. I did like this question of I like the question. I know the immediate answer. What came first? Pimping or hoeing? Obviously hoeing, because women usually make better decisions than men. So they were like, I need to get this bag. I need to get out here and like I need to find a way to make some money. And what's gonna make some money? This pussy, because everybody loves pussy. And then I think a dude was like, hey, you need proper pussy management. And what I'm gonna do for you, right, is I'm gonna stop having you get like chased down and beat up and stabbed and like niggas taking advantage of you not paying.
Having to beg for the money.
Yeah. I'm gonna be your protector, but in exchange for that, you got to give me every dollar, and I'm gonna give you some money back. And she was like, I mean, no black eyes, getting every dollar, and then eventually pimping got to a place where maybe he was getting black eyes from somewhere else. But I think hoeing 100% came first. People point at the Bible for like the first occupation was being a hoe, which I don't know if that's true, but I'm willing to believe it because
it's a transaction for sexual favors.
Yeah, there's always been a demand for pussy, and I feel like you can get at any point in time in history, you can get a man to do anything for pussy, whether it's give you money or do you a favor. So,
I feel like we are supporting the patriarchy if we do not talk about a demand for dick, though. Like we're valuable as men. We have people desire us.
That's like men are the prize. Yeah, men are the prize.
We see that every day on social media. That men are the prize.
Yeah,
exactly.
I feel like
they couldn't talk about it, but they wanted us.
Men are the prize in a different way. Like I feel like as a man, you'll have a hard time selling the dick, but like women will go crazy just for your attention. Like and
they have their own big boards. They just can't share them.
Yeah, they never share them.
If you're on the big board though, they'll find a way to let you know it, but they just can't share the big board.
For sure. Yeah, men are the prize because we see women. There's very few men that I feel like I know that like, hey man, my baby mom, like she ain't got no car, so she dropped me off at work. She drive around all day. She smoked blunts and go kick it with the girls.
A big fact.
Yeah, like, but there's I can name you 5 dudes off the top of my head who like are hobosexual.
Got nothing going for them.
You hear of hobosexuals for women, but they're like locked into one house. Hobosexual for men is like, who am I fucking tomorrow? Because somebody needs some dick out here.
Yeah, you could ask a dude, and I feel like everybody knows at least one guy's like they got nothing going for him. At one point, I had nothing going for him. Maybe I had like 5 baby mamas. Like,
yep,
it's a thing.
Yep, absolutely.
But they don't have the other way around.
Absolutely.
What'd you say, Jamal?
I said that's real shit. That's when you know somebody dropping it off and they ain't got no job or nothing. And they just always at the crib.
Hey, I've heard so many women say the
he's
best dick
fucking the
they've ever
back
got
off
is
that
from a
chick.
broke nigga. And as a former broke nigga, I can tell you that I don't be laying down great pipe when I get home from work, but I do be laying down great pipe when it's like, hey, it's been 6 weeks since I had a job. Come here real quick. Let me
Yeah, but like being broken, like working and being like young is different from being broken. Like we at like our age now, and niggas don't really got nothing going for them.
Well, yeah, when your plan is not to get something better than what you got, it's like I know how I can keep maintaining whatever level I'm at to keep going forward and not be more than this.
There's like loser, no ambition, broke, and then there's broke. Like I'm out here getting it, I'm doing the best I can, and there's definitely like better days on my horizon.
Yeah,
like bro,
like have you sleeping on like a couch in Hawaii or something like that, kind of broke.
All right.
Well,
what's wrong with you, man? You got problems.
Knock another one down.
I always think about a nigga sleeping on a wicker couch with both of his arms through the.
But ever seen you guys that picture? I displayed the when I was.
You did.
Shout out to Dunn. That was on the 4th. That was the 4th of July last year. That's what I was doing last year before.
All right. Also, I think an easy answer for me is this one, Blake. So Michael Rubin, he had his like annual party in the Hamptons, white party that had like every celebrity on the planet was there. Everybody performed.
Should we put this screen as like part of the show so people can just share it, see it?
Nah, because I feel like we're gonna skip some shit.
Yeah,
but it don't matter. Don't nobody watch the goddamn video anyway. It don't matter.
Yeah. No, so y'all picking the Michael Rubin party?
100%.
Is that your answer too, Blake?
11 times out of 10.
I think I'll go to the Michael Rubin barbecue just because I feel like the Kendrick barbecue might be a little. So hold on, let's say the question. The question is, would you rather go to the Michael Rubin party, the one that just happened in the Hamptons? I think it might have been his birthday or some shit, or like Kendrick Lamar invites you to a barbecue in his backyard?
I'm going to the Kendrick barbecue.
Like, you're lying. No, you wouldn't.
I think I dead ass am, bro.
Let me finish my answer though. I feel like I'm gonna have an easier time making small talk and like having a good time at Michael Rubin's party than I am at Kendrick's.
You think so? Why do you think that?
Because there's way more people there, and people like will assume that I'm of something if I'm there. So I'll just get involved in some shit. And even if I'm not, there was like live performances and whatnot, right? Yeah. Kendrick's barbecue, I feel like there's a good chance it's gonna be some weird shit on just in general.
Or even if it's not weird shit, it's just like a family barbecue. Like at some point, it's weird like people play cards and dominoes, like you just kicking it.
There's some weird shit, but it's some weird shit where like people, different type of weird shit. I don't know.
I feel like if I would love to go to both, but there's no situation where I would choose the backyard barbecue of any celebrity, almost any celebrity, over the Michael Rubin party. For one, the best chance of me getting some ass is not going to be at the family barbecue of my homeboy that invited me. Like, okay,
you don't know that.
I do know that because just like I'm at the Michael Rubin barbecue as a nobody, there's a whole lot of bitches there that's a nobody, and I can lie to a bitch and be like, hey, I got $2,300. What you trying to do? At Kendrick's family barbecue, I got like take somebody on a date maybe, or like I'm gonna try to fuck his cousin, and then her brother's there or her baby dad there. Like, there's all kind of different dynamics.
You know, other people like people that like not related to him go be at the barbecue too. Like,
he's a very private person, dog. Like, I don't know.
Come on, you don't think there's gonna be some people?
There might be 6 people in that barbecue.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
I don't know. I think I'd rather just.
You're going to a nice Compton niggas barbecue that got out of Compton, and he might have like 100 people there. Or I'm going to the Michael Rubin barbecue where fucking Jay-Z and Beyonce are there. Drake performed, Dirk performed. Like all these celebrities are there.
All that security.
There are to be too many celebs, but them celebs only got one dick.
They're all in there comfortable. So I mean, that means I can blend in a lot easier than if I'm one of about 6 to 15 people.
I'm giving Kendrick more credit than that. I'm saying like 80 to 100. Even if I'm one of 80 to 100 at like a hood nigga backyard party, like, yeah, you still gonna have a harder time getting some ass because somebody else there gonna be trying to get that same piece of ass.
It's guaranteed to be some weird shit if it's 80 people at a Kendrick barbecue because he's not gonna just let it be some like family shit. Now it's got to be performative. It's got to be some type of set piece. Like, you know, you came up with a diamond encrusted crown of thorns. he's gonna have some shit going on at that barbecue. Like you're not. It's gonna be interpretive some shit.
And I wasn't even thinking that. Like I was just thinking like if Kendrick the guy like did what I did on the 3rd or last weekend, where it's like I invited a bunch of the homies over. I just still feel like a smaller broker version of the big party is not going to be the better version to go to at any point.
No, I'm going with the Kendrick barbecue, bro.
Yeah, I hope you get stabbed by J.
What's going to be your play when you get in there? Yeah, what's your play when you get in there?
Nah, man, I'm just a regular nigga. He invited me, so I pulled up.
So, I mean, how are you going to meet and intermix yourself with the crowd? Like, how are you going to walk into a group that's having a conversation and break the ice? What are you going to do?
He's going to bully people like he did at my party.
Cracking with y'all. What's up? Yeah, the barbecue with a bunch of niggas.
What do you mean what's cracking?
Yeah, you said what's cracking, and they're like, "What's bracking, nigga?" They're already beating your ass.
Brother.
Yeah, you're right. I messed up already.
Yeah, you're already beating your ass.
Exactly. You can test my Hebrew Israelites. What do you mean? Good morning.
Good morning, bitch. Grand rising, nigga.
No, he said "Gowad," which means I'm killing. You remember? What is that? Undercover Brother, Smart Brother, or Conspiracy Brother?
Oh, Conspiracy Brother Chappelle.
Yeah. Oh my God, my joke was wasted. Someone gonna get it out there. Go crazy in the comments when you get it.
Hey Blake, you have the video of the Rhode Island senator by chance?
I can find it.
I would love if you can find it. So if you're listening to this and you haven't seen it, I'm pretty sure if you just put into YouTube Rhode Island Senator twerk, you're gonna find exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's gonna be the first thing that pop up.
I would love to know how many people are voting for her off of this because I'm one of them. If I will move to Rhode Island now to vote for her, and I've seen so many people try to like this is what our leaders are doing now. Hey man, shut the fuck up. All right.
Well, I don't know. Everybody want to talk over this shit. Nobody got the video.
If you want to twerk for some votes, I would appreciate that over like telling me that my wife got to have a baby that she want to have or some weird shit like that. Shake some ass, all right?
I want to have a baby or some weird shit.
Man, hey. So what's her name?
Tiara Mack.
Tiara Mack
made it clap.
Senator elect, like she's in the or nominee, I should say, senator nominee from Rhode Island, posted a video of her popping pussy on a handstand on the beach.
She was on a handstand in that video, though.
Sorry, or an elbow stand, whichever one we want to call it.
Hey, man,
an incredible display of athleticism, quite frankly. And people didn't like it.
She going in. Shit! Oh,
put it on the screen. Put it on the Summer Jam screen, please. And thank you. Hey man, listen. This is all we're trying to incentivize you to pivot to video. Okay, watch the video if you want to see some pussy popping.
My wife coming back to save me from this heathenness. This is a really blurry image of Tiara Mack. Promise you, she's an attractive young woman.
Christian for the Blake about to be blacked out on the next episode and be a Christian for the next 6 to 8 weeks at least.
It's a fact, though.
Tiara Mack's also a hard ass name. That's a hard ass name.
What we
sound like a rapper.
About is an elected official.
Tiara Mack's a rapper, isn't she?
If we're gonna talk about deviants, we're gonna have to start talking about all those Republicans. In fact, there was just a conversation about one and how he was.
God bless America, man.
Now he against abortions, except for when he needs to get.
Look, I'm telling you.
You put him in there.
If Big G want to go in 2024,
I saw some keys downstairs, and that was it.
Hey, you might want to mute yourself, young brother.
He turned
Brother Jamal.
turned his camera off and didn't mute his mic.
I got him.
There we go. What an embarrassment. What a display again. What a display of athleticism. You know how much core strength? You know how much core strength it takes to twerk on a handstand, dog? I don't, but I can imagine.
I'm not getting started on that, but what we are talking about is an elected
official.
She
might be the opposition, actually.
A twerking video.
I think
if
she is.
If we're going to talk about deviants, we're going to have to start talking about all those Republicans. In fact, there was just conversation about one.
Oh no, she said we need to start talking about the Republicans.
Abortions, except for when he needs to get one for one of his mistresses, or we're going to get on the number of Republicans that have had these sexting tapes, videos, all that kind of stuff. People are people. Humans are humans. My issue with this is that number one, as a Black woman, what they are going to try to do is
That's
say,
her?
this is what Black women do. Instead
Salute
of
the Grove.
allowing her to be an individual, or we're going to
Mac
hear
District
rhetoric
6. That's her
what you just
TikTok
heard.
name.
This is what the Democrats do. You ain't never seen me twerking. To be perfectly honest, I can't even twerk upside nor upside down. So, like,
Is she also from Rhode Island?
I wish she would have done.
No, there's no way.
because
This is
whatever her
a
policies
Houston
are,
channel.
People are not talking
Okay.
about her policies as widely as they're talking about a twerking video. So if she was born,
I don't know. Tiara
First
with
off,
the Houston got it in.
She see the caping she trying to do of like, oh, people are gonna say this is what Black women do, and they're not gonna talk about your policy. They're
You
not
gotta
talking
unmute
about no
yourself,
fucking
Jamal.
policy of a Rhode Island or senator. They don't give a fuck what her policy is. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'd rather see videos of Tiara Mack throwing that ass in a circle versus Marjorie Taylor Greene like shooting bison out of the back of a truck with a 50 cal sniper or all
Did she
these
do
weird
that?
ass videos. Yes, there are several videos you can find of Marjorie Taylor Greene like doing like just like sniper drills out of the back of a truck because she's a fucking weirdo. Or the workout video she be doing. Yeah, show me some ass. If Marjorie Taylor Greene was throwing ass instead of saying crazy shit, I might vote for her. Don't
Well, I
say
thought you
bison,
were dead
say
ass about
sniper.
bringing a bison.
I
Okay.
feel like she did shoot a bison, but she was shooting something. But either way, I'd rather see
Oh
somebody
yeah, I've
shooting
seen
ass
that strong face ass lady
than doing
before.
this.
Oh, you can win a 50 cal.
She do got an evil ass face.
She got a strong ass face.
People think she's a caveman. I don't know.
That's crazy.
She's
She's a fucking baby. Oh my god. God bless.
God damn.
Okay.
Oh my god. What was that?
Oh no. But that's part of her algorithm, so she got to own up to that. Answer these questions, Congresswoman.
So I want to get through all the non-sports stuff before we get to the sports stuff. You guys want to, Jamal? You want to talk to us about the?
First off, rest in peace, Kazuki Takahashi. You know, when Larry was on here, shout out to Larry. We went on a Yu-Gi-Oh rant. He's the creator and the artist of Yu-Gi-Oh. He passed away 2 days ago, or it might have been yesterday. I can't remember. But yeah, he passed away.
How do you feel about that?
It sucks, bro. I think he was only like 50 something, so that's pretty
Makes
young
you sad.
still. It sucks. It's like something he created I liked growing up. So yeah, it sucks.
Did it make you sad?
I'm gonna say it made me sad, but I was like, damn, that sucks for his like family and stuff, especially like lose somebody that damn young. I think like our parents are like 50. Like, bro, like imagine your parent just died right now. That'd be
Yeah, no. Don't hit the same because I don't think about this motherfucker at all.
I was like, damn, nah, shitty.
He ain't made no hot Yu-Gi-Oh in 20 years. Like,
I'm just saying, like, damn. I'm just if the nigga that created Pokemon died, I'm like, damn, I'll probably a little liquor for him.
I think he did.
Probably
that last
not.
year, didn't he?
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Didn't he die a minute ago? He wasn't either the hot Nintendo dude that died?
Who?
I thought so.
Pokemon dude.
Oh yeah, he died. But somebody else passed away. Oh, what's his name? James Caan passed. The actor. You know what I'm talking about? Is it Caan or
Oh
Con?
yeah, I think it's
Is it
Con.
the Godfather dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just saw Paulie from The Sopranos passed away today.
I literally just saw that like 20 minutes ago on Twitter.
You hooah. Shout out to him just for the lingo.
That was a funny dude.
He had the hair though. That shit was stacked up.
Boop, boop,
I don't know how you got his hair like that.
Y'all ever went to goddamn, what was it called? I think it was like the Kingfisher Cafe in Seattle before it closed. It was this bomb ass like sort of Motown themed soul food restaurant in Seattle that was owned by these two like black sisters, and they were cooking up fire ass food, but they had this like stacked ass tall like macaroni and cheese shit that always reminded me of Paulie's hair.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it closed like probably closed like 10 years ago now, man. Kingfisher Cafe, look it up, man. That shit was a staple.
Yeah. Well, RIP to him. The old guy. Did y'all see the shit with the Japan Prime Minister?
Yes.
So that's
Get him twice in the back. The ex-prime minister. He wasn't the current.
Yeah. I saw that. Is there video
With the
for that?
homemade
Like,
gun.
that's got to be on video, right?
There was just a lot of pictures. They ain't putting no video out. There's a lot of pictures though. They got
People
pictures
on
of him
Twitter
on
were
the
talking
ground
about a video.
bleeding. Nice. Okay. So if a video existed, it'd be out there. I
I
didn't
saw
see
like
it
a
on
picture of like what the gun looked
Reuters.
like, and that shit definitely looked like some homemade shit.
Yeah, he had the goddamn, what is that game called? What the fuck? With the
Bioshock.
furry
Bioshock?
animals? No, the
There's
furry
definitely
animals.
video.
Biomutant or whatever. I know what you're talking
Biomutant, yeah, he had the Biomutant gun.
Yeah, no,
That shit
that's
was
crazy.
strapped together with a bunch of bullshit.
He really just walked him on a campaign speech and just shot him in the back.
Hit him
Yeah,
twice.
there is video, and it's crazy to see.
Is it really?
It's somebody was saying that like because it's not America, nobody reacted right away. So the first shot goes off, and he's still like talking, and everybody kind of like, "Oh, what was that?" And then the next shot goes, and it's like, "Oh shit!" Like you actually hit me because they ain't used to motherfuckers just like running down on you with the gun, let alone a homemade gun. You know how much you gotta hate somebody to make a homemade gun to go kill somebody. That's so much
crazy.
effort. That's crazy.
They had his name out there fast. I feel like that's not what we're used to either. Like his name was I mean, at least his name was out there this morning when I saw the story. So I don't know how long ago that was because that could have happened.
They grabbed him right away. Like he didn't make no kind of getaway.
That's shitty.
Get on your ass.
No, sports related. You guys see the Howard Stern shit?
No,
not.
Howard Stern has allegedly leaked that he's working with Marvel on the Doom project. I saw it on TMZ.
Wait,
like
so Doom the game?
Like Doom, like MCU Doom, like Doctor Doom.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
Okay, I knew Doctor Doom when you said Doom. I thought like
he don't know about Latveria, bro.
Yeah, shout to Latveria, but yeah, no, I guess it was on break, whatever, and the mic was still hot, and he was talking about I've been in talks with Kevin Feige working on the Doom project, and he said he's reached out to what's my man's name, Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. for like acting lessons or like tips by acting and all that stuff. He said he reached out to like Jon Favreau. But
he just said he's working on it, not that he's Doom.
No, he's not Doom. He's like going to be a part of it.
Kevin does a good job of making sure once you say that you doing something, you ain't doing it no more. So we'll see how long that lasts. Howard Stern a big name, but you leak some shit. Kevin Feige will be like, "Excuse me, what'd you say?"
He let Tom Holland get some shit off a couple times.
That's true. But if you the Spider-Man, you probably got some clout. If you the extra, which Howard Stern probably is an extra or just an extra adjacent. You probably
that's in the works. Some stuff leaked with I should. There's a picture of a Riri Williams armor leak. That's supposed to be because Riri they're gonna have an Ironheart.
Ironheart. I didn't see that either.
In the Black Panther movie.
I didn't know they were gonna have her in that movie.
I think that's when they're because what Comic-Con is.
You're just
San
being
Diego
racist.
one is it this week or next weekend?
Black. I don't know, but you're just saying that because she's black. That's fucked up.
What? You're saying I'm saying that because she's black? I had no idea she's gonna be in the movie.
I'm talking about Jamal.
About what?
Oh.
Actually, people are saying that they're just gonna put her in the movie because she's black, but like they're rolling out her show. But then it actually makes sense for her to be in Wakanda because, like in the comics, her dad was like Wakandan.
Okay. I thought she put her armor together like all together on her own though. So like, wouldn't that kind of be like throwing that story out there if she had like Wakandan tech because like they're way past what everybody else has?
No, she doesn't have the tech. Just her father is. But he was like, it's like.
So if she's in Wakanda, then she has the tech. Like that's different.
Or he's like Killmonger's dad, where he like went away and
something like that. Like her dad was like something like.
That's still not her doing it on her own with her own intellect and her own strength because that means that she still had Wakandan like one up.
That's racist.
But she didn't know. She didn't know the shit literally until she was like,
"It's racist." They make
no, you're saying she's going to be in the movie because her dad was from Wakanda, which means like.
No, I'm saying it makes. I can see how like people will say like because people are saying, "Oh, they just want to throw her in it because she's black." I'm like, no, like she has some lineage like to Wakanda, so I don't know why they would put her in it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they show like some they confirmed Namor is going to be in it. They got him like with the Mayan theme with like his armor and stuff, whatever. I wish they put some pants on Namor. Namor always got his ass out and chapped. But I think we'll probably get a trailer for that next week at San Diego Comic-Con because they're going to talk about that, Marvel Zombies.
You don't think it'll do it like this weekend at the WNBA All-Star game?
Or that. That's a good one. The WNBA All-Star game is this weekend, for real?
How did you not know that? I thought you were a huge sports fan.
Tyrell's the insider.
Oh.
Blake's the insider. I'm the second
two-time league pass champion.
Where is it this year?
Chicago.
Oh man, you should have went, bro. That'd have been fire.
I should have went.
Yes.
To bond to just take me and Brinley head up for the weekend.
Yeah, drive up to
dope.
Chicago. Yeah, I bet it would be dope.
That'd be a life-changing experience for her. She'd love it.
We should ask Chris if he's going.
I'm gonna hit him actually.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if his foot's not broken and he doesn't go, he's kind of fucked up. If you really think.
Tell him Joe Freshgoods has a New Balance he's dropping at halftime of the WNBL thing and be in the building.
Chris would be in the box if that was the case.
He'd be on the floor.
All right. What else y'all want to get to? Who is Linda Skeens, Blake? Tell me about Linda Skeens.
Oh my God! Hold on.
What is this?
Behold a queen when you see a queen. Let me put this on the screen, man. All right. So
Blake bringing all the ass to the podcast this week. It's incredible.
There's no ass in this.
Oh shit.
Unfortunately. So I had good old NPR on one day this week when I was driving home from work, right? Linda Skeens is goddamn Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Serena Williams, Pele, Michael Schumacher of the state fair game, dog. Like she's it.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
So, and this is already throwing me off because they were saying this on the radio. I'm like, that don't even sound right. Virginia, Kentucky District Fair, like that's not a district. That's two different states. And I'm pretty sure the states don't even touch. Do they touch? I thought they're West Virginia.
Nah, Kentucky and Virginia touch. If I'm not mistaken, keep talking. I'm gonna pull the map up.
Yeah, look that shit up. Those just don't touch. All right, Linda Skeens.
Never mind. Go ahead.
Linda Skeens won 25 of 80 contest categories eligible at the state fair. And
How many? 25 of what? Of 80? God damn.
80 of 80. And I'm gonna run this down for y'all. I got it up on the screen right now for the video watchers. But here we go. So in the baked goods overall category, Linda Skeens won first place in cakes, first place in pies, first, second, and third place in cookies, first place in brownies, first, second, and third place in savory bread, first place in sweet bread, first, second, and third place in candy.
You know how nice you got to be with the cookies to come first, second, and third with cookies? Because you can fuck some cookies up so easily, but if you get cookies right, like your cookies are out of this world. First, second, and third in cookies?
Yeah, she came with 3 bangers. Like that's crazy. You've heard of a double album? You ain't never heard no triple album.
That's absurd.
She's the one. And so her corn won best overall canned vegetable as well. Her peppers prevailed as the overall best non-cucumber pickled item. Won best spaghetti sauce, best applesauce, best sauerkraut. Best jelly with her grape jelly, but with raspberry jam won best jam too, along with several other undefeated dishes she cooked up for the competition. But yeah, either way, she's blowing up right now, man. I guess on the TikToks, I ain't seen it, but that's what they're saying out here on the Washington Post.
You probably can't see it, but Kentucky and Virginia touch like for a sliver, literally for a sliver.
Oh, like, so she holding it down
a small amount. So it might be a small county. But that's one of those old ladies that you just see like she's always busy and she's always doing something because all the shit you said, that means she's growing corn, breaking it down and canning it. Like she's probably doing all of her own fucking sweets, like all of her. Like,
this ain't even her. This is not her. This is not her. This is someone got mistaken for her. Someone got mistaken for her.
Hey, I would love to be mistaken for the lady that can do everything.
Yeah, but like you said, wide range of skills.
Bro, you said jelly. She's probably growing her own like grapes and shit, and like breaking that down. Because you're not making the best in the county or the area without like doing some extra work.
Yep. So she ain't even getting no clout from this. Said according to Frankie Skeens, who's I guess a relative, she lives in Russell County, Virginia, with her husband. She's in her late 60s, does not have any social media, an email address, or even a cell phone. So she really just like a baking deity. She might be like a god of the kitchen. It just came down to do this little competition. Has gone back up to Acropolis or whatever they got going on.
She comes back down for like Christmas for this one fucking event.
Yeah, he's like, let me fuck him up real quick one time because I see him not saying my name too much. So hold on.
Hey, I'm jealous of her husband. You know her husband be eating so fucking good.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, when it's potluck time at the job. Like, yeah, let me see what Mr. Skeens brought.
Other wives are just like, I'm not cooking anything this year, John. Linda's cooking. Linda's doing all the work.
Is Linda coming?
God damn.
Yeah, no, she got hella haters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, she don't got a cell phone, so can't nobody tell her.
Nope.
Shout out.
But whenever they get together at the local events out there, they definitely be like, did you really, Linda?
Linda, where'd you buy this, Linda? Linda, where'd you get this from?
Oh my God. Either way, yeah, man. Shout out to
She
Linda.
probably
Steve,
live in
man.
like a holler, like one of them like little inlet dips
Sucked
where it's
off.
like there's 8 trailers and can't nobody get to you unless they live there.
Yeah. Out there in them sticks. All right.
I be looking at some of my older neighbors like, damn, how are you always finding something to do in your yard? And then I look at their yard and I'm like, your shit's kind of nice. It makes sense. It makes sense why you always got something to do. You don't be on the game like me. Understood.
Nope. This
man.
is probably I got 2 more that I want to do.
We got time, player. Let's get it.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, so this one ties back into the Michael Rubin party. Let me share this. Oh, hold on. I'll pull the video up and then I'll share the screen.
I thought I needed to be done by 8:30, but Amara got in the car and went somewhere, so I think I got plenty of time now.
All right. This ties back into the Michael Rubin party. But I just need to get your guys' opinion on this video. Have y'all seen? It's Meek Mill. I think he lost a tennis game at Mike Rubin's house. Have y'all seen this video, Jamal?
No, I ain't seen this.
This
He's
immediately
got
looks like
there,
he's
man.
been like booties up with tennis balls, though.
You're
Yes. All
stupid.
right. So he
That's
lost
what it
this
looks
game. No one else is going to get Meek Mill to act this way.
Why are you doing, buddy?
Why is he comfortable doing this shit for a
You got
billionaire?
your ass beat in tennis. You got your ass beat. Keep it out loud.
What is he
Out
doing?
loud.
Bunny hopping.
Is he bunny hopping while they hit balls at him?
No.
Okay, he's just bunny hopping.
Keep going.
Wait, isn't Michael Rubin part of the reason why Meek Mill got out of jail? I'd probably dance for the nigga too. I'm not gonna
This
lie.
is
That's crazy.
disgusting, though.
It's absurd. It's absurd.
Why are you doing, buddy?
You know Drake was probably somewhere like ducked off in the cut, just like.
Keep going. Count out loud.
Mm.
Oh my God. Okay.
He
So
said
hold on.
count out loud.
He got his arms tucked up like.
That's absurd. Yeah, that's absurd. Meek, Jameek.
But hold on. I got one more. It's just a part of a larger conversation about what our rappers are doing when they get around billionaires. But hold on.
These white men be having them embarrassing themselves, man.
Hey, I'm telling you, I ain't never been around a millionaire, so I might act different when I get around a billionaire. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now.
All right. And I hadn't seen this one until today, so y'all might have seen this already. So like I said, y'all got more exposure to shit than I do.
I haven't seen anything. I've stayed off my phone just to keep it true to the blue.
This is older though, because this is Kim and Kanye together.
So this is what really happens with Peter, Amy, Kanye. What we do on our way to
holding the
a
man's
event,
fucking
ribs
food.
and French fries. Yeah.
Disgusting.
What are we doing?
So this is what really happens with
my God.
Peter, Amy, Kanye. What we do on our way to a Vogue event, ribs and French fries.
This is the most upside down shit I've ever seen in my life.
I honestly wasn't expecting it to go there.
That's haunting.
I wasn't expecting to see that. That's crazy, and it's especially crazy because like Kanye and Kim were at one point so rich that don't do that. Like, come on. The difference between Meek and Michael Rubin and him just like doing some jumping around, you probably drunk at the tennis court. I can like excuse that. There's not really an excuse I can give you for holding a man's food while he eats.
That man made Ricky. What are you talking about?
Who? He made what?
Ricky. He made Dreams and Nightmares intro. He made Lil Snoop. He made Liddy. Like that's who's hopping around like this.
Yeah, because we see Meek Mill do a bunch of goofy ass shit. And if I'm drunk at the barbecue, I'm probably acting like that a little bit too. Yeah, no, that's not crazy. Holding a man's, he's holding cake and fucking chicken in his hands.
It was ribs. It was ribs and fries. The black man holding ribs and fries for the white man.
Yeah, I told y'all, man. They get around these around some of these rich white men, bro, and they don't be knowing how to act.
The tennis thing was like funny. Like that's not that crazy. Because like if we're all kicking it and I lose at a game of tennis and I start like doing that, it's not gonna be no crazy shit. It's definitely looks weirder when it's like when you with a bunch of white people for sure. Feeding him, holding his plates in a car while he eats off your hands. That's the wildest thing I've ever seen. I was not expecting that. No, the first one is like hazing or like just fucking around as men.
It's like
That's not
booties up.
crazy.
You can put the game booties up.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be booties up. Like I thought they were gonna
done that shit. That's happened to you.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna hit balls at him. That was what I thought was happening. Him jumping around and like, okay, whatever. Do some push-ups. I'm gonna embarrass you real quick. We homies. The second one, I don't ever want to listen to another Kanye song again. Nigga said I've been working this slave ship, and that's what he was talking about.
The most emasculating shit of my life.
And your wife is in the car with you, Kanye. Your wife is recording you feed another man in the backseat of a limo. No.
That definitely felt like a hub title, a hub sub caption.
That's in the cuckold section. I seen it twice. No, I'm joking. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Nah, that's nope.
If they ask you to bunny hop at the Kendrick barbecue, you doing a score?
Am I getting like robbed and stripped butt naked or something? Or
you might if you don't.
Was it? Just like Meek.
No, I'm not bunny hopping for no man.
You got to bunny hop around while they record you.
No, I'm not doing that for no man.
I don't believe that because I feel like that was probably pre-negotiated. Like, hey, whoever loses got to do some dumb shit for the camera. And if you was hooping at the cookout and they're like, hey,
like that's different, but it's
dumb
like
shit.
That's what I said. You lost at the Domino's game. Loser got a bunny hop. You got a bunny hop?
Yeah, sure, yeah. I guess, yeah.
Exactly. Like
that, bunny hop?
The Meek Mill thing is funniest.
It just
because
looks
it's a bunch of white
worse,
dudes, but that's not crazy. Yeah, exactly, for sure.
It looks crazy though.
Especially like notoriety. Then you pop up, they're gonna tag you on social and say, like, look at J Score 22 bunny hopping out here. Like, look what he did to get inside that barbecue. Oh my god, he sold ass. Like
that's
how they gonna do you.
And I be in the background like, get it, nigga, get it. Yeah.
You a plus one?
Hell
hey, yeah, if you got a plus one to Kendrick barbecue, who you taking?
Tyrell.
He's not about to have a choice.
He's not
about to have a choice. Jamal's gonna be like, I think I'm gonna take Mike, and I'm gonna be like, I'll beat the fuck out of Mike. What do you mean? What?
Nah, man, that's easy. You take Tyrell in there.
Wait, but if you got a plus one to the Michael Rubin barbecue, who you taking?
I probably ask who wants to go, then I decide.
See, hey, he knows me.
Would you preferably take a dude, or would you take another girl? Or would you take your lady?
I think I'd take one of the homies, man, because I feel like homies gonna want to see like more of the people in there. Like he probably gonna see some of his favorite entertainers or athletes or something.
He know his girl gonna want to argue midway through the night. Like, why you keep looking at all these bitches in here? Let's go. We leaving.
That would be fire. Yeah, I'd definitely take one of the homies to some shit like that for sure.
Same.
That's funny.
Yeah, you don't want to take your girl to see some taller, richer niggas
who are all like substantially more rich than us and young and in the prime of their lives.
And fuck taller. No. Yeah, hell no.
Yeah. Last thing I need is for someone to smile at her.
Yeah. I'm not bringing you to get poached, bitch. Stay at home.
Yeah. Not that she would do anything, but I just can't have you feeling like that's a possibility for you. Like, yeah,
but it might be not that she's gonna do anything, but you don't know she's gonna do something until she do something.
Yeah. No, like, I don't need you looking at me differently.
Wow.
I'm
Michael
I'm
wants to support the troops, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm. My God. All right. I think that besides the Hall of Fame shit, that's all I got. I think I don't need to do the wide receiver shit of the most improved players. That those things can go.
I thought about the ones with the 3-man team for Wipeout. That was a good one. We can do that.
Let's do it. If you want to talk about it, I want to talk about it because that means it's good content.
Oh yeah, nah. Sure. Pick. So are we including in the team, or we just assemble a 3-man athlete team?
Say it again.
So we just assume we can just take any 3 athletes, or are we a part of the team too?
And no, you're not a part of it. And when I first did this, I was thinking like you can go past and present. I don't know if that makes it like too different for y'all, but I figured like maybe there's like some present or past athletes you think might be better for the Jeopardy thing than like ones you think are present ones. That's the only.
Like we should do only present.
Only present. Okay. Here's the question: build your ideal 3 athlete team to compete on Wipeout, Ninja Warrior, and Jeopardy. And ideally, so you're picking one athlete to go on each show, and you want like the best overall results from those 3 shows.
Okay, got it. So I got a 3-man team, and each one of them is gonna go on one of each show. Correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So for Jeopardy, I'm going first. Fuck Jamal. For Jeopardy, I'm choosing Myron Rolle.
You suck, motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, you definitely sniped that. Goddamn.
100%. I think for Ninja Warrior, I'm gonna choose who was my man that just fought this week? I'm choosing him. Izzy Adesanya.
Israel Adesanya, yeah.
Yeah, I'm choosing Israel. And for Wipeout, who got good ACLs? Hey, for Wipeout, hey, running back. Actually, for Ninja Warrior, I'm choosing Russell Westbrook. And then for Wipeout, I'm gonna choose I'm choosing Aaron Donald because I feel like there's nothing he can't do that Wipeout does. Like all the like running on the massive balls thing, I feel like he probably does that for fun. All the stuff where they try to like knock you over. He's got such a strong core. He's like, yeah, that didn't hurt. Like I'm good. So I got Aaron Donald, Russell Westbrook, and Myron Rolle.
Okay. I like that team.
You next, Blake, or you want me to go next?
I'll go next. Okay. For Wipeout, let me get Wipeout. I need someone who can evade and shit. Wipeout, I'm gonna pick Kofi Kingston. Because if you ever, his thing is like for Royal Rumble, he gets thrown out the ring, like he'll like walk on his hands and shit like that, or like
I've been seeing him do
on the apron. Okay. So he doesn't actually get tossed out, then he gets back in. So you got good agility. I feel like that's good for Wipeout. For Ninja Warrior, I'm gonna I just had some. I'm gonna pick Anthony Edwards because I feel like his level of like cockiness combined with athleticism is gonna get him through all that shit faster than whoever else. You just gotta make sure he doesn't go first. He has to see someone else do it like well, and he's gonna be like, all right, I got that easy. And
if you watch Ninja Warrior, cockiness is low key would get some people through. Like I'm just not about to let the person beat me, so I'm going faster.
You're not gonna do this better than me. Like that's what it's got to be. So someone has to go before Anthony Edwards, but he'll knock that shit out. Jeopardy. I'm gonna go Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Probably like an easy pick, but I'm gonna go Kareem. Oh, you said president.
You said president.
Yeah, president. Jackass.
Who's well read and present?
Cheating.
Yeah, that is cheating, ain't it? And this is where it gets hard, man. I need a studious present athlete. Kevin Love. I'm gonna pick Kevin Love.
Okay.
I feel like because he spent a lot of time injured, so I think he might have read some books. He likes drinking water and shit too. I don't know.
You're probably right. And he went to UCLA for a year.
Was it just 1 year? Damn. Yeah.
It might have been 2.
Okay.
Oh, it might have been more than that, low-key.
I think it might have been 1. Because he was like one of them highly touted high school dudes too.
Yeah. All right, Jamal, tell us your team.
That Wipeout.
You better not pick none of my players.
Nah, fuck you. No, so I'm going my Jeopardy first. I'm taking Richard Sherman.
Is he? He has not retired. You're correct.
I'm going Richard Sherman, and for Wipeout, it's Wipeout and what's the other Wipeout? No, Ninja Warrior. So for Wipeout, I'm gonna take what's my man's name? Justin Jefferson, the Minnesota receiver.
Okay.
And then Wipeout, I'm going to have.
You said Ninja Warrior, Justin Jefferson, then or Wipeout.
Yeah. Ninja Warrior will be Justin Jefferson. Wipeout. I'm going Usain Bolt.
He's definitely not a current athlete.
Oh, he retired?
He's very well retired. Yes.
Is he really? Oh yeah.
I think 2012 might have been the last Olympics he competed in. Yeah.
Damn, I thought you were still running for some reason. All right, well, give me Jordan Davis.
All right. Nobody took Tyreek. I'm surprised.
Tyreek is a good one to take.
That's probably the right one.
Taking Jordan Davis for Wipeout is crazy. That's a big boy.
No, he's athletic as hell, though.
That's the Aaron Donald strategy, though, where he can just bump the shits off him.
Yeah. I just think Aaron Donald's like a demigod who can kind of do whatever he wants. So
probably could.
All right.
You're not wrong.
So I got a segment I prepared for you guys. I did some research. I calculated some numbers. I crunched some data. All right. So I'm gonna do an either or for you guys where you build a team. It's gonna be a blind choose between 2 different players. The way I broke it down for NFL, I'm gonna give you 2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, 4 wide receivers, 2 tight ends and a defense, 2 tight ends and a defense. You're gonna choose between one of each to build your team. And we're gonna see how your team comes out at the end. That sound good to you
So
guys?
me against Blake.
Yes.
All right, bet. Fuck you, Blake. Let's get it.
All right, let me share my screen real quick.
You didn't finish higher in the fantasy league we've been in together, like since we've been in leagues together.
Damn, he got a point.
I'm that one. Sometimes I'm that two, but I'm
Hey,
that
nigga,
one.
Have you won a championship in any of those?
Yes, I have.
Oh, well, I'm talking about like.
When there was no
real.
money on the line, but I won.
Yeah, I don't know.
He did win the first
Stop
one.
laughing so hard.
Let me. Blake or Jamal, while I'm doing this, can you guys keep track of which one you guys choose? Because the only other slide I have on here has the A or B. So I'm gonna flip a coin for you guys who gets the first pick out of this.
Okay. I just I'm gonna throw this out while you're doing that. Miko bet me $20. Okay, so I gave Miko a bet 3-1 odds, right? For $20. So if the Seahawks win 10 games, I pay him 60. If they don't, he pays me 20. Miko took that bet. Just throwing that out there. There's no chance in hell they win 10 games.
Yeah, let me know what you're doing. Let me know what you're doing with your $20.
Okay, here we go. I'm recording the stuff.
All right. Blake, since you're the oldest, I'm gonna let you call it in the air. Do you want heads or tails?
Heads, please.
And it is heads. So Blake, you're gonna get the first pick.
Okay.
So if you're listening, I encourage you to watch because the numbers are on the screen. You won't have to listen to a bunch of numbers being read off and try to remember them, but I will read the numbers off as Blake looks at them. So for QB stats, what I did was the number of attempts, completion percentage, yards thrown. This is all from last season, mind you. Touchdowns, interceptions, and game-winning drives. QB had 561 attempts. QB2 had 672. QB1 had a 66% completion percentage. QB2 had a 65%. QB1 threw for 4,200 yards. QB1 threw for 4,200 yards. QB2 threw for 5,000 yards. QB1 had 33 touchdowns. QB2 had 38. And then QB1 had 7 interceptions. QB2 has 15. QB1 had 4 game-winning drives. QB2 had 5 game-winning drives. Blake, of those two, which one are you choosing?
Okay. One last question before we finish this and you do your aha and make us look like idiots because we picked a bunch of bums.
It won't be that. They're all similar.
Okay. Like you just said, these are real people.
Yes, these are real NFL stats from the past year. And I tried to pick players who are not like so far apart that you're like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Okay.
So nobody you're gonna get is gonna be in a bum.
Okay.
You got QBA?
Yeah. Jamal can pick the same thing as me or no?
No, he cannot. So Jamal's getting QBB, but Jamal gets
that's not fair. Then he gets first.
The next one. Big chance to pick first.
He gets first pick of the running backs. So for running backs, the stats I chose were the number of carries.
All right, let me see.
The number of yards, the number of touchdowns, yards per attempt, receptions, reception yards, fumbles, and receiving touchdowns.
Those are so low.
So
I'm gonna go B.
So Jamal's going B. So I'm gonna read off all the stats for running back B since that's who Jamal chose. Running back B had 237 carries, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns on the ground, 4.2 yards per carry, 47 receptions, 287 receiving yards, 2 receiving touchdowns, and 1 fumble. The running back that Blake's going to get had 203 carries, 918 yards, 8 touchdowns, 4.5 yards per carry, 28 receptions, 213 receiving yards, 2 receiving touchdowns, 3 fumbles.
Mm-hmm.
The way I divvied this up, you guys will probably kind of go in the order that I did it because the way I divvied it up was like A and B are wide receiver 1s, in my opinion. And then wide receiver C and D are wide receiver 2s. So you guys are both going to leave with 2 wide receivers. You can choose whichever 2 you want.
You said last season, so none of these are CGM.
No shot. The wide receiver stats I chose, Blake, you can look and kind of choose while I read these off. The wide receiver stats I chose was the number of targets they had, the number of receptions they had, the amount of yards per reception, touchdowns, the number of drops they had, the number of fumbles they had. And I will say, before you read this off, you know how fucking hard it was to find some receiver stats. Like, you go to NFL.com, you just assume you can find all the stats. I had to go between NFL.com, ESPN, PFF, all these different things. Absurd.
Did any of these four get $84 million guaranteed last season or this offseason?
I cannot confirm or deny what their contracts are because they don't play into the equation.
Yeah, just pick, asshole. Look at you trying to cheat.
I just want to know. Why? Dude, Hit Dog gonna holler though.
Hit Dog is gonna holler.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I can pick now.
Your receiver. Yeah, you can choose your receiver, and then I'll read their stats off.
Let me get B, man. B's a good in the letter.
Blake's choosing wide receiver wide receiver B, not 2. He had 167 targets, 108 receptions, 1,616 yards, which is the most of all receivers on this list. 15 yards per reception, 10 touchdowns, 6 drops, which is also the most or tied for the most, and 1 fumble. Jamal, do you have a receiver you'd like to choose?
Give me C.
Jamal, for his wide receiver 1, is choosing wide receiver C. He had 114 targets, 74 receptions, 1,035 yards, 14 yards per reception, 14 touchdowns, 3 drops, no fumbles. So, Blake, you can choose between wide receiver A and wide receiver D.
I just picked first. He should pick first.
Yep.
No,
Jamal,
we're taking turns. I'll pick first
one.
on the next category for tight ends.
All right.
You have to go this one because you're doing wide receiver only.
So we got A or D.
Or A and D when you get your new tattoo. Sponsors. Let me go wide receiver. Dang, there's a big gap in volume here, but not much in production. So probably D.
So Blake's going with wide receiver D, who had 129 targets, 76 receptions, 1,146 yards, 15.1 yards per reception, which is the most on this list, 9 touchdowns, 6 drops, which is tied for the most on the list, no fumbles. So that's leaving Jamal with wide receiver. Leaving Jamal with wide receiver A. Wide receiver A had 164 targets, 103 yards, 103 receptions, my bad. 1,225 yards, 11.9 yards per reception, which is by far the lowest on the list, 10 touchdowns, 5 drops, and 1 fumble. And then we'll move kind of quick through these next 2 sections because I got tight ends and defense. I wanted to do O-line. Finding O-line stats was not a fucking...
Yeah, no, that's too much.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah.
Trust the experts.
not going to happen. So for tight ends, we got A and B. So Jamal, you go next, I believe, right? Or does Blake go?
I'll take B.
Okay.
That's one with the 8 TDs, right?
So the stats I chose for tight ends is targets, receptions, yards per receptions, touchdowns, drops, and fumbles. Similar to wide receivers. Jamal is choosing tight end B. He had 104 targets, 78 receptions, 808 receiving yards, 10.4 yards per reception, 8 touchdowns, 3 drops, no fumbles.
Yeah,
that's leaving Blake.
Nigga only got 2 TDs. That's an easy choice.
Tight ends was tough. Tight ends was a tough one for sure. That's leaving Blake with tight end A. Tight end A had 112 targets, 73 receptions, 780 yards, 10.7 yards per reception, which is higher. 2 touchdowns, substantially lower than tight end B. 3 drops, no fumbles.
I'm trying to see who these players are.
And then lastly, I have defense A and B. Blake is getting to choose first. And these are going to be very similar, but I feel like the perception around the defenses is very different. So for defenses, I chose points per game, rush yards per game, pass yards per game, sacks, interceptions, fumbles recovered, and touchdowns. Blake, do you see when you're ready to choose?
Do you get turnover differential? No.
I do not.
I guess it doesn't matter. It's offense.
Yeah.
They're like the same, bro.
They do look the same. But I feel like when you see who the defenses are, you're going to be like, wow, it didn't feel the same way at all.
Let me go for the one with the sacks, man.
So Blake is taking defense B. Defense B gave up 21.5 points per game, 103 rushing yards, 206 passing yards. They had 48 sacks, 9 interceptions, 22 fumbles recovered, and they scored 2 defensive touchdowns. Leaving Jamal with defense A. Defense A also gave up 21.5 points per game, 117 yards on the ground, 251 yards through the air. They had 31 sacks, but they had 15 interceptions, 14 fumbles recovered, and 4 touchdowns.
Jamal, you know what I think this is?
Who?
I think this is all some shit to gas the Chargers. I promise you.
And I went out of my way to make sure it wasn't. Shout out to you, because you know me well enough to know that I wanted it to be. All right, Blake. So you have the breakdown of who you guys ended with.
Yep.
So I'm gonna pull this up, and it's gonna be just straight across, kind of position wise.
All right.
You'll be able to look at it. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen. There we go. So quarterback one,
AB.
Yeah. So quarterback 1 is this one here. Quarterback 2 is this one here. So quarterback 1, who ended up with quarterback 1? Was that you, Blake?
I did. Yeah, I have Kirk Cousins.
So Blake has Kirk Cousins. Jamal has Justin Herbert, and I promise you that's the last Charger player on the board.
That's hilarious.
So that leaves
Chargers the Jace.
Blake, I'll let you read through these since you have the breakdown of who you guys chose.
Jamal has Melvin Gordon. I have Ezekiel Elliott. Or no, I have Ezekiel Elliott. Jamal is Melvin Gordon. Or Jamal is Ezekiel. I have Melvin Gordon. Sorry. Goddamn. I have wide receiver 2, Justin Jefferson. Jamal has, who is Evans? Mike Evans.
I'm pretty sure I got Evans. I feel like I picked one with the most TDs.
I'm missing one.
3 wide receivers.
Wait, I'm sorry, I'm missing one receiver, and the 4th one was Mike Williams. My bad. So wide receiver D was Mike Williams. I think that's who.
Okay, I have Mike Williams, which is another Charger. Jamal is Justin Jefferson.
Hey, that's my guy.
I have Dallas Schultz. Jamal has Mike Gesicki.
And then the defenses.
I have the 49ers defense. Jamal has the Chiefs defense.
And the one that took me back the most was the Chiefs defense being so close to them.
They were on top to end the season.
The second half of the season, they were a lot better.
But I feel like the perception was never there.
Oh, yes,
like
they're terrible.
People kept saying like, "Oh no, they just don't have a good defense."
Man, not if he had some money to get in fantasy, well, hell no.
I don't know how I got
dogs.
So do you guys have an opinion on who's winning the game between the two of y'all?
Me, I got the best quarterback.
You do have Herbert, which is a fact. And I think
is he really better though?
Yeah, he's a hell better.
Cousins. I mean,
he's arguably the top 3.
All right, maybe we want to give out the top 3 shit like that. Crazy now, yeah.
I don't know if it's arguably or not. Either way.
Oh, y'all love giving Braun more points on his ranking, but y'all don't want to do the same thing for Brady. It's crazy.
Wait, what do you mean we're not giving? What do you mean for Brady?
I'm just saying, y'all quick to hesitate and try to keep Braun inside the top 5, top 3, whatever, but y'all don't want to do the same shit for Brady. And I'm just saying, I don't even agree that Brady should be up there, but it's just crazy to me that it's y'all so eager to
put debate with Brady. Brady's the best quarterback of all time. What are you talking about?
I'm saying right now, today in the league. I'm not talking about all time.
Oh, yeah.
But I think both of us have Brady top 5
yards and touchdowns. He's still a top 5 quarterback, probably.
Yeah, I think we both have Brady top 5. I think I've watched him play, and I think he's a better player.
I've watched him play. What does that mean?
Wait, Blake, listen. You're asking me, and I'm not going to lie to you. I am biased. I'm not going to tell you I'm not biased.
I'm kind of projecting, too, though. When I would say.
I'm not talking about projection. I'm not talking about 3 years. I'm talking about today. We got to play a football game today.
When I watched Justin Herbert play football,
I'd still go
he was a better player than when I watched Tom Brady play football. I watched every Justin Herbert snap, and I didn't watch every Tom Brady snap. And I feel like Justin Herbert was incredible. I also thought Tom Brady was incredible. I think Justin Herbert.
I also thought Jack Locker and Keith Price were the best quarterbacks ever touched a fucking football, and I realized I was wrong.
Are you trying to the point you're trying to make though is like, do you think I should be rating Justin Herbert lower, or that I should be rating?
I don't
Tom Brady
know.
higher?
I'm just kind of it's a pointless point because I just think there's some hypocrisy here where it's like y'all are willing to give somebody more points based on their resume and based on what they think they are in one sport, but in another sport we're quick to get the new hotness in there versus like the guy that like has continually been great.
Where did Chris Sims rank Justin Herbert versus Tom Brady?
You trust that white guy, Chris Sims? That's crazy.
Do I trust the guy that you put me on? Absolutely. I trust him in this argument.
He lost his job to Jameis Winston. I don't trust him.
Nah, he was out of there way before that, wasn't he?
No. I think his season that went bad because he had like an abdominal issue.
He might have lost his shit to Josh Dobbs.
He lost his spleen.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think he might have still been on the roster when Jameis got there.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought he was in like Denver or something by then.
Was he? I didn't even know he went to Denver.
I even feel like the resumes that we're comparing are similar. Like LeBron was third in the league in scoring last year, and we both had him in our top 7. I think. I don't think either of them had him in our top 5, or maybe we had him in our 5.
Yeah,
I probably had him in my 5, and I'm biased. I'm telling you that right now.
It's all good, bro.
All right.
I don't have anything bad to say about Justin Herbert. I honestly don't, and I don't have anything like more to say about Kirk Cousins either. I'm just making conversation for conversation's sake. To be honest, for transparency purposes.
Yeah, I think the numbers are similar, but I also think if you're watching the game, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I'd rather have this guy over this guy.
That's fair, but I'm talking about trying to win one game. Would rather have means I'm having a team. Like, and I'm thinking about more than that game.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like, Kirk Cousins has some big ass moments. Like, I don't know. Like, he's done it. Shit.
Sure does. So does Justin Herbert.
No, he doesn't. Has he made the playoffs? No.
So you can't have big moments without making the playoffs. Kirk Cousins have a lot of big moments that aren't in the playoffs because he's played in like 4 playoff games.
It's apples to oranges though, right? A big moment in the playoffs compared to a big moment in Week 11 is a lot different.
It for sure is, but like how many big moments does Kirk Cousins have in the playoffs? 1?
I could think of 2.
Which one? The Minneapolis Miracle was not Kirk Cousins. That was Case Keenum. So that's not 1.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Like, I can't think of many Kirk Cousins moments in the playoffs.
You don't got none in Washington pre-Commanders or pre-football team?
I like that, which was a Week 14 game in a year that they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah. Didn't you know Michigan State?
He did have one in it.
Cousins did at Oregon.
I think he had a QB sneak at Michigan State that like put them in the playoffs.
What Herbert did at Oregon? Let me say that.
Look cute and have 4 different offensive coordinators.
Did he have D'Anthony Thomas? He didn't have D'Anthony Thomas, did he?
How old do you think he is?
I don't know.
I don't know. Kirk Cousins, Justin Herbert was also part of the shoe stealing scandal, which y'all just give him a pass for.
He was not. It was his cousin. It was his cousin.
But every single time with someone else, you'd be like, you think they really didn't know? You think they didn't know, Blake? Blake, he knew. There's no way he didn't know. Y'all always give me that shit.
Cousin. It's different when it's your cousin. I didn't know my cousin was somebody, but yeah.
Your cousin who your aunt works for she's a C-level, C-suite person at Nike, and you went to a school that's like the Nike factory, and you think you didn't have some shit to do with that. You weren't part of that. I can't put your name next to that.
I want to argue you, but I can't argue any of the stuff I want to on the podcast. It's got to be in text because all of this incriminating information, and I hate you for it. You bitch.
It's all good.
All right. Do you guys want to do our Hall of Fame entries before we get out of here, or are we good for the night?
Oh, I got mine. If y'all
I got mine.
I do have mine as well.
I didn't make an Excel sheet. Hold on.
You did.
I did. Whoa, I did this a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got that.
Let's go. We
decided it was just gonna be on anything, right? Or not in the certain categories.
No one ever replied to me, but so here's my idea. So since we never talked about this on the show, I came up with the idea for a Hall of Fame of the Cookie and Focus podcast, right? In every single episode, everybody would just drop 3 things to throw into the Hall of Fame. And it's gonna be sort of like a signature wall that you might see like a fancy restaurant or some shit like that, where it's like people that come by, they put their signature up, and it's just like a "we were here" type of thing. Since the show's mostly just us, we don't normally have guests. It'll just be different things that kind of just represent us. So things that we just want to stick around and make last for as long as Google Drive is Google Drive.
Yeah, and the guests might uptick soon. I feel we have more guests in the last like month than we've had forever. So the guests might start upticking, low key.
We had a sources drop last week. That was crazy.
We did have a sources.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. To kick it off,
you want to drop yours first?
Yes. All three of mine, dude. Please. Oh my god.
She saw you put your arms up and was like, "I'm about ready to fight."
She doesn't like
it
fans.
Doesn't have to necessarily be a person, right? Like it'd be like
no,
a
it's just anything. Any three things.
Good. All right,
watch. You'll see. Okay. Number one for me is the game Vector Man for Sega Genesis. I probably printed this game like 5 fucking times. It's a game. This green dude made of different little green balls. He goes around, and I swear he's fighting monsters that are made of poo. But that game was fire, and just really got me into. Well, it didn't get me into gaming, but it was like one of my first like earliest gaming memories besides Sonic 2. So first entry into the Critically Unfocused Hall of Fame was Vector Man. For inspiring
this game. Wow.
Yeah,
game out November 30th, 1995. Or sorry, October 24th, 1995. My bad.
Hollywood Video. Shout out to you.
Wow.
Okay. Number 2 on my list. This is the video of Andre Johnson fighting Cortland Finnegan, and I'm gonna put this in the back and blood category because he had his own fire. He didn't need security in the club. The star player went and got it on his own.
Wow. That's a good one. I'm glad we're coming up with the categories on the spot because this is going to expand so much every week. This is incredible. Yeah. That's a great category.
Okay. If you don't know, please go look that up. I would imagine nobody listening to this doesn't know about this already, but it was some I don't know who knows what the Texas record was. It was Texas versus Titans. Andre Johnson decided he had enough of Cortland Finnegan's light skin bullshit and just went at him. Just let him have it.
I will say, Stolen Bases actually did a video on them last week about this specific beef. They did a beef history video about them. So the records is in there. The whole start is in there. You can get the whole breakdown if you want to.
Oh my god. Okay. Last one. Oh shit. Okay. Last one. I'm gonna do. Dang. See, I had a few for this. Ooh. Okay. This is very specific. So this hasn't happened to me in a while, but like back in high school, this was more a normal thing, especially being in Washington, where it would be colder in the mornings, like very cold in the mornings. But like you left that Gatorade in your car overnight, and you went and grabbed that shit the next morning.
Okay, gotcha.
Five.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I thought when you said growing up in Washington and it's cold in the morning and warmer at night, I thought you were about to say the shorts and hoodie combo was in your Hall of Fame.
The shorts, what?
The shorts and hoodie combo.
Nah, but that's probably gonna make it in here one day. Someone doesn't
definitely making it here.
That's so shit.
I'm gonna go next. What I took from this was the original idea that Blake had was game album athlete. And I love that we're expanding because your new categories were incredible. But I'm going game album athlete. I'm gonna start with my athlete. You guys know the deal. It's Kobe. It's Kobe Bean.
Mm-hmm,
Kobe's going on my Hall of Fame first and foremost wherever we go. Shout out to that dude. Just what a competitor. What a guy.
So he got some unsavory things in his thing.
He does, and so do I. So do you.
It's just going in. He said it's in.
All right, bet.
Hey. If you're unsavory without being like demonic, I can fuck with you. And he had an unsavory night in Colorado.
All right.
My album, All Eyes on Me by Tupac, the only good double disc to ever exist potentially. Like I can't think of how many double discs there were that needed to be out there.
There's some good double discs out there.
Biggie had one that runs right up against it.
Yeah, it was okay. Maybe another one.
That shit's hard as fuck.
Hey, say sweatsuit, Jamal. I dare you right now.
Oh fuck no! I'm not another guy. You know that.
Hey, I'm putting All Eyes on Me by Tupac, mostly because I was listening to that album front to back when Blake like sent us this, but just like brings back childhood memories. That's my jam. Probably my first like rap album that was like played continuously during my childhood. My grandpa played it, my dad played it, my mom played it. Anybody who had a tape deck in their car was playing that album. And then game, you guys know the deal. Mass Effect 2, greatest game of all time. If you playing another game and you ain't played Mass Effect 2, don't even play 1. Just watch a YouTube video on 1 and go play 2. Because 2 is a top 1 and it ain't 1. It's a game of all time.
Maybe the best sequel of all time.
It should,
any medium.
When I went back and played the Legendary Edition, I was like, oh, wow, 1 was a little bit better than I thought in ways and worse than I thought in ways. And then I got to 2 and I was like, wow, I'm home. Wow. This is what third person like action adventure should feel like.
Shout out to Miranda Lawson. Shout out to the Ass Effect subreddit.
What's wrong with you?
Ooh, and Mass Erect subreddit.
Okay,
you know about that. This man different. That's a platinum right there.
Platinum on 3 consoles.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. All right, I got my 3. My first one is that Meg Thee Stallion twerk video from last week. Did y'all see that?
I did not. So from last week,
did I, Jamal? I think I'm about to go buy a VR headset just to play that video.
That's crazy.
From July 4th
emoji.
My big cousin put that in the chat with me, my dad, and one other person. He was like, "Hey, I need you niggas to see."
I watched that shit so many times at work, bro. I was just pulling over on the side. I was like, "Damn, bro, this is crazy."
I watched that shit 460.
Are you looking for it, Blake?
Hell no! I'm just putting Meg Thee Stallion twerk video from end of June 2022.
Oh, yep. My second one is Candace Patton. Well, we were supposed to do this last week. It was her birthday. You know, Candace Patton she's on the CW, The Flash, and there's some really some sad stuff about her coming out. She was she kind of opened up about her mistreatment on The Flash, talk about the lack of social media protocols in place to protect her from abuse, as well as unequal treatment between her and non-Black co-stars on the show. And she said she can't watch the show because of the on-set mistreatment.
Did she have to work with Ezra Miller?
No,
different Flash.
Okay.
Yeah, that's this is the show. But
even be associated with him, she got to be on there twice.
But like real shit, she's actually good on the show, and she fine as hell. So she went in my Hall of Fame.
Did you start watching the show again? How you know she's good on the show?
She's good. The first 2 seasons I've watched.
Jamal, do you have a category for either of these 2 things to go into? Do you want to make a category?
Freak Bull.
Both in Freak Bull. Okay.
Both?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I know.
Well, I feel like one's in Freak Bull and one's in Respectable Young Lady.
You spoke enough. It's all good.
The second one is Respectful Queens.
There we go. Okay.
And then my third one, let me go back to my notes. Oh, Milestone Media. That's the black media company that does they get their books distributed with DC. So they do Icon and Rocket, Hardware, Zombie, Blood Syndicate, Static Shock. You know, so it's founded by Dwayne McDuffie, Dennis Cowan, Michael Davis, and Derek Bingle. And they've been putting out all their they're doing they put out the big compendium, the Milestone Compendium a couple months ago. So I want to put that in there. Shout out to DC for like partnering with them and putting out their books. You guys should like check out like season 1.
Shout out to them for making Jamal do this amount of research into any one thing ever.
I never talked as much with sources and like on point about shit.
He's never had a list of names.
I know who it is. I did have to look up the names. I want to see who like founded like the company and stuff. But
okay,
like they do all the DC stuff, man. And all those books are really good, man. It's nice, you know, on black shit. Like Icon of Rocket is fire.
Category.
Comics.
The culture.
Media. I don't know.
Media is gonna be wild.
That's spicy.
Speaking of media, now that we're done with this, before we get out of here, do we want to talk about The Boys?
Oh yeah, we can talk about it real quick. I watched it before we got on. Thank you guys for letting me catch up.
Yo, this might be one of the best seasons of TV I've ever seen. Like every episode had me like, oh no, I need next week. Like, come on, get me here. And this last episode, like as soon as you think one thing's gonna happen, a different thing happens. You start predicting something, it goes a different way. Other than Mother's Milk trying to shoot every superhero, which clearly doesn't work.
You gotta appreciate the passion.
That's why
he keeps pulling guns on niggas that are invincible, and it pisses me off. Fucking Starlight. Every time she turns her eyes on, and somebody's like, "Bitch, I'll beat you the fuck up," and she's like, and she gotta like turn her eyes back off. This show is incredible.
Yes, it is. They've done a man, like Soldier Boy, like the turn from like sort of like they think maybe they got something in him to help him out, and then they realize like no, this dude's a fucking maniac. He pushed Ryan into the wall like when they went up there to go jump Homelander, and then it kind of turned Butcher and Homelander onto a team for like half a second. I was like, oh shit!
Everybody's like, did he just hit a kid?
Yeah, like hold on. Yeah, we kind of hold on. Let's let us work together right here, real quick. See what's going on. Then there's the awkward scene of like Ryan like kind of chooses up, like, and he's like, "Nah, you start calling your dad now, Homelander." And Butcher, I'm gonna leave you alone. Athena, please stop. Please stop.
Hey, put her in a headlock real quick. It'll be good.
I can't, dude. She's like, she'll bite me. Then I know I'm skipping around because my mind's all over the place now. But the congresswoman, she's like the VP now, or she's running for VP. But it's like she's like probably the most dangerous one because like you can't really run down on her.
She can pop anybody's head. Even Homelander was like,
yeah. So it's like if she sees you coming, you're cooked. So
if she knows you're around, she can blow your head up.
Yeah, that's a crazy pick. That's a crazy.
She kind of showed Starlight like, just leave the mini couch alone. Please stop. She showed Starlight like, hey, you're not untouchable either. Like when she had her nose bleeding, I was like, oh snaps! Like, yeah, she's for real dangerous. And I thought it was funny all the jokes people kept making to Huey too. There was like, you just like walk into a room and scream like, please top me. Like that's what you look like.
Yeah. She said, wow, you seem like raw dog me because I'm a bottom.
Yeah.
Hey, it did piss me off because like the first time we seen Soldier Boy like get out his thing and like look around and he just like blew up and he could depower Miko.
Yep.
Every other time he's had to use that power since, he's got to like, fuck, goddamn, like he got to sit there and like think about it for a while. And
I think it's levels though, right?
It's got to be because it's never worked again. He's never.
Well, no, I think he's trying to hero-gasm. I think he's trying to charge it to a certain level versus like just that one little room where he got Miko in. Because like when you're trying to blow up Homelander and all the other suits, you probably need a bigger one than like the little one.
He blew up all of Hero-gasm with one of them, and it didn't seem like it took him no amount of time to do that.
Yeah, that is true.
Like he fucked the whole house up. And every time he's had Homelander, he's like, I gotta like think about what I want to be mad about, and I'm gonna fuck you up in a minute. Like you fighting against the strongest dude ever. Just hit him with a couple of those real quick. Like see what. And
R.I.P. Black Noir, the only other black suit we had on the show besides A-Train. Shout out to the A-Train's redemption arc too, though. I thought that was kind of good.
I did think that was dope, giving them the white supremacist part so he can run around. But yeah, I was kind of mad that Black Noir died. I thought Black Noir would be like, it kind of seemed like they were making him into like, we're building your backstory to make you into a main character going forward.
Yeah, they got him out of there.
I'm gonna hop off here a little early because they don't wake my daughter up. So y'all finish this out. Appreciate it.
All right,
we'll see you.
Fuck out of here, boy. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, you want to?
Okay, I hear you now.
Yeah, I wasn't saying nothing, dickhead.
Okay. Oh, bet we can talk about some Thor. Unless Blake's gonna listen to it, we don't want to spoil it for him. Actually, no, we can wait because Blake might see it this week.
He's gonna edit it, and he said he's gonna see it on this weekend, so we can talk about it next week.
But no, the boys, it was a pretty good finale. Like, yeah, I didn't think they were just gonna slime out Black Noir like that. But I am kind of glad that A-Train is kind of getting another chance, I guess.
Yeah.
And once I went back and seen like brother though.
Once I went and seen like the comic shit where it's like Black Noir is actually like the strongest of all of them, it did kind of piss me off that they just like had him like non-existent for most of the season, and then he got
Does he
clapped
talk
out
in the
as soon as he
comics?
came back.
Like, have you read it or you just that video?
Well, no, the video that Blake sent us, he's like essentially Black Noir is a clone of Homelander. Like he was supposed to take over for Homelander and kill him.
Yeah,
but obviously that wasn't the case with this one. But
yeah, it's good though. Like
yeah.
I am gonna start reading it. Like I'm gonna read it online one day.
Especially if there's only 69 episodes, I can check that out.
That's hilarious. Because I know I was at the comic shop. He was telling me like, "Yo, guess how many books there are?" I'm like, "How many?" He's like, 69. He just laughed. I'm like, God damn it.
Nice.
And there's like 3 like little special like after issues or off like dead shots or something. So it's like it's definitely supposed to be 72. But he was like, "Nah, he getting this shit off at 69." But I'm gonna check it out though. I definitely want to read it. But yeah, it's good, man. It's definitely like one of my favorite like shows that's like exclusive to like a streaming platform. Cause like shit, my favorite shows that like to stream is probably in my top 5. It's like this, Stranger Things. What's the shit on Netflix with Marty Bird?
Invincible. Oh,
Invincible's up there.
Ozark,
and Orange is the New Black.
I thought you liked Whitworth more than that. You just like the one that got the most titties.
No, they had no hoes on Whitworth, bro. Did you ever watch that?
No, of course not. Because they didn't have any hoes on it. I don't care. They didn't have any bitches. I mean,
they got a couple on there.
I was not interested in watching the show for time constraints.
Orange is the New Black was a good show. Those first 2 seasons, man, or the first 3, maybe.
Yeah, I think I know I watched the first 2 and I gave up on it after that. Hey, did you know they have stormtroopers on Walking Dead now?
What do you mean stormtroopers on Walking Dead?
When's the last time you watched The Walking Dead?
They was at a hospital and the nigga from Everybody Hates Chris was on there. I haven't watched that shit in so long, bro.
Wait, which dude from Everybody Hates Chris?
Michael James Tyler or whatever his name is.
I did not know he was on Walking Dead at all. Hold on.
So I've seen more than you.
Oh yeah, I stopped watching that show and whenever they killed like Glenn and all them, I think I watched like 10 more episodes.
Nah, dude. This is before Glenn because I haven't seen Glenn dead yet.
Oh, okay. Maybe I do remember. Look at my man's.
What the fuck? Wow, they really got stormtroopers. That's crazy. That's some
like where is this show going? One of my coworkers told me this right before we opened, and I was ready to fight. And apparently, this is like straight out of the comic books.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a comic book. Did you ever play any of those Telltale games?
I did.
But I didn't finish the last one. I think I had it on Xbox though. If I could ever catch those, cause them Telltale games be on sale for like $2-3. If I ever see all them shits on sale like together for like $10, I'll get the Walking Dead one. That shit was actually really good.
Yeah,
some of the decisions be having in your feelings.
I played the first 1 or 2, I think, and I didn't go back, so I didn't get to see.
All those Telltale games are good, except the. I didn't give a fuck about that Back to the Future one. The Batman one is fire.
Oh, yeah, who cares about Back to the Future? I did play the Batman one. I like that one a lot.
Did you beat both of them?
I beat the first one, not the second one.
Hey, 2 is.
I be forgetting to download shit off your profile, especially that shit. I do need to get back into that.
It goes up on 2. But yeah, shit, that's pretty much it. Just damn, Walking Dead, man. Yeah, dude, I remember I started watching that because some girl I was talking to on Facebook.
Every answer ever.
Watching that shit, yeah.
Of course it was.
Some thick ass Puerto Rican girl too.
I
think she was only out here because
so it sounds like we're ready to get out of here.
Yeah, hey man, thanks for tapping in. Episode 64. You already know what it is. Shout out to Blake. Blake had to get here a little early. Man, thank you for being a loyal listener. Share, like, subscribe, all that good shit, man. Write reviews, get positive comments or funny comments.
Or negative, honestly. Either one.
No. Hey man, hit the Twitter handle, all that shit, man. I want to give a shout out to my dog Winston. We did a live stream of the hot dog competition.
Of the glizzy competition, you mean? Live
stream Glizzy Mania. Shout out to my dog Winston. Y'all check them out at listen to Show Your Work, SYWnet. Listen to them. We're gonna be collabing with them soon. Shout out to my dude Earl. He's on Guessing from the Stands. Listen to Guessing from the Stands and get your sports fixes. We're gonna try to set something up soon. We was talking about it earlier. So we trying the multiverse of podcasting.
Wow.
But hey, thanks for tapping in, man.
We out.
Yep.
Peace.